All right. Okay. Let's get to it. This thing. All right, when you guys are ready, we'll start with some heel toe raises. We'll get 10 heel raises, 10 toe raises. Work to stay tall. Try not to sit back with the hips. 10 heel raises, 10 toe raises. From there, we'll go right into J curls. So get some nice rounding across your back. Roll your way down, roll your way back up. Finish by reaching up overhead. Get some good length. We'll go for 4. 4 on the J curls. And we'll follow that up with our normal arm series. From there, we get our sunrise good mornings 2 each way. Trace a nice big circle with your fingertips. There we go. 2 each way on the sunrise good mornings. We'll go right into baby makers, butt high, elbows back, pry open the hips, shimmy around, open up your squat. Down into a prayer squat, nice deep squat, big chest, neutral spine. Use your elbows to your advantage to kick open those knees. Right to push-up position. We'll run through our hip series pretty quick, just about 30 seconds on each movement. Let's go lizard pose to start, so you can drop those elbows down. About 30 seconds on the lizard pose. And we'll go pigeon pose, same side. your chest, pull your back foot back, relax into a pigeon pose, same side. We'll switch it up other side. Lizard pose to start. Elbows down right next to your front foot. And pigeon pose, same side. Knee to your chest, pull your back foot back, relax into it. Go ahead and relax. Let's go seated. We'll get our windshield wipers. Both knees down to the ground, same side. Make sure you have enough room in between your feet so your knees can touch. Five each way if I didn't say. We will follow it up with our crab hold, crab position hold, feet flat, elbows straight, pop your hips up, get some good shoulder extension. We are pressing today. Once your hips are up, you can drive those knees forward a little bit, dive into your shoulder extension a little bit more. That's your choice. Go ahead and relax. We'll do our supine straight leg high kicks. We're going 10 on each side. Take your time, 10 each side. Open up those hands. From there, you guys can hop up. And no combination here, just scale. So same arm, same leg. Make a nice big letter T with your body. Be stable before you recover. And then switch it up at the other side. We'll go on 2 on each side. Fight for stability as I hinge in the hips. From there, we'll go baby makers one more time. Wider stance, aggressive elbows. Sink in a little deeper. Hips stay high. Shimmy those elbows and knees around. Find those nooks and crannies that are tight. And we'll go right to quadruped position. Let's start with our wrists. We're going to supinate, fingers pointed back towards the knees. They can sit back with the hips. Close them up, open up those wrist flexors. And switch your hand position. So fingers stay back pointed towards your knees, but now your palm will be up towards the ceiling. We'll get our wrist extensors. Yep, we got it. And we'll go right into a puppy dog pose. Reach out nice and far, elbows straight. Spread open your fingertips. You have a big handprint on the ground. And then drop it down. Go ahead and relax. We'll go back to quadruped, so hands and knees. Let's get cat camel. Get some nice rounding towards the ceiling. And then belly stays tight as you go into extension. We'll go for 5. 5 on the cat camel. And from there, you guys can hop up. We'll go right into hand walks. We're going just two forward, 2 backwards, hand walks in place. Walk the hands out, follow the toes, walk the feet back, follow it up with your hands. And from there, we'll grab our skinny band. Skinny band. Get our shoulder going. We'll do our dislocates to start. 5 easy. 5 a bit more challenging. Elbows straight, butt tight, belly tight. Keep them strict. 5 super mellow and chill across the shoulders. Nothing crazy here. And then bring it in. A bit more challenging, shoulder width, maybe even narrower. Five and 5. From there, we're going shoulder tees, stepping on the band with 1 or 2 feet. That's your choice. We're going 15 with the light band. Shouldn't be too bad. Complete control across the band. Pull overhead. Make a nice big letter T with your body. Control the band to the back of your neck, and then back down to your starting position. So control is the name of the game here. $15. From there, we will head to our trainers when you guys are done with those. We'll see a lot more of these in our workout. We have a longer workout today. It's going to be 12 minutes of working with no rest or anything like that. We will see a bunch of trainer rows later today. So let's do a set of 15, nice and easy. High angle, super mellow on the trainer rows. 15. And then our midline today, super simple. Bird dogs are a very easy midline piece, but make them challenging by challenging the length between your opposite arm and leg. So reach out as far as you can, going consecutive reps, and we have 12 on each side. So it'll be right elbow to left knee, reach for 12, and then switch it up, left elbow to right knee, reach for 12. Take your time, be nice and stable. I'm just standing to show these. We're going on quadruped position, so on your hands and knees. So we're down here to do our bird dogs. I was just standing to being close to the camera. Bird dogs, 12 on each side. Take your time finishing those off. When you guys are done, we will need our stubby Y setup. This will be for pressing. You guys are probably all familiar with this. So I always recommend a heavy and a medium band. But by all means, you can bring it down to a medium and a light band, or a heavy and a light band. Let's go at our medium anchor point, so about waist height. And we'll press from various positions here, so we don't need to change the anchor after every set. So I have my heavy band cut in half. I have my medium band cut in half. And we'll play with some different angles here. Heavy band cut in half, medium band cut in half. And we will start with just some standard chest press, you guys. We're gonna go 15 and 15. Let's start standing. And I want you guys to turn this into a very small incline. So let's not be a crazy dramatic angle. We're gonna be standing. I want you guys to press to about forehead height. From here, after your 15 reps here, we're gonna drop down to a half kneel. And I want you guys to press straight on. So we're going 15 and 15, small angle to start, about forehead height, and then 15 half kneel, right into it, a standard horizontal chest press. Hopefully that makes sense. If it does, go ahead and get started on it. We're pressing to about forehead height, standing, then to a half kneel for a standard horizontal press. The angle on the incline is pretty minimal here, but try and press up just a tad. And we'll change our anchor point later in our strength. 15 and 15. Obviously challenge yourself resistance-wise. And from there, right to a half kneel, 15 more. Straight ahead, should be nice and strong in this position. Elbows stay tight to the body. Nice work, you guys. Simple stuff, we know that. From there, I want everyone to go to their light band to start, and you can even ditch the band if you want to. I want minimal resistance for this first set, and then we can play with resistance in our future sets. So the scale that we did in our warm-up, we do them all the time. That's the one in which I'm single leg. The leg I'm standing on is slightly bent. It's not locked out. So there's a slight bend in the knee that I'm standing on. I fold over and I make a nice big letter T with my body. Let's add some resistance, but I want you guys to be very, very controlled for this first set. I mean, really throughout all the sets, but minimal resistance to start. We're stepping on the band. We have 6 reps. And this would be a single leg RDL. Work to keep your arms straight. And if anything, choke up on the band, as opposed to be so high on the band that you feel the need to bend your elbows. Choke up on the band as needed, and keep your positions very strict on this, you guys. So I'm standing on the band, just cutting the band in half with my foot. From here, I'm hinging hard. Whatever my upper body does, my lower body counters that, and then drive back up. You should feel some awesome loading across the hamstring of the leg that you're standing on. Work for straight elbows, work for a stable foot, and the way down is your setup for the way back up. So if I go down way too fast and out of control, there's no chance I'm going to come up with control and stability. So take your time on the way down. Whatever your upper body does, you want to counter that with your back leg. So keep that glute nice and tight. And we always say it's like you're one of those sippy birds that tips over, grabs some water, and comes back up. That's what I'm doing. Wherever my head is, my back foot really should be in line with that when I finish. 6 on each side. Take your time. This is not a fast movement. This is about stability and control. Six on each. Good, you guys. I like to see you fight in the bottom. If you get down to the bottom and you're shifty, you're not ready to come up, take your time. You'll see me do it all the time. I go down, I lose my balance, I find it, and then I drive back up from a stable foundation. Good work, you guys. We nailed those. We can do some variations on both the pressing and on the single leg RDLs before we do our longer workout today. So back to our press. This time, we're going to half kneel the entire time. We'll stick with 15 and 15. We'll start with flies, and then we'll go into our standard press. So flies, really the biggest thing on a fly is your hands will fall outside your elbows. So we're going to separate a little more here and then drive back. Compared to my normal press, I'm right here. 15 on the flies. Take your time. Open up. I want the end range of motion to be pretty much hand in line with the shoulders or slightly in front. Don't feel the need to go excessively deep and stress up the shoulder. So the fly is all about controlling that fly. So we have our stubby setup, half kneel position. And we're starting with 15 flies, and we're following that up with 15 presses. Find your resistance, make sure it's challenging. Right into 15 presses. Nice work, you guys. Nice job, Nick. Good work, Eddie. So we will go back to our light band when you guys are done. Small variation here. This is hard. So you're more than welcome to go back to the one we just did, but I want to play with a variation of this just to add to some stability and really work on this single leg movement. So same exact setup. Everything is the same. Same hand position on the band, so choke up on the band accordingly. We're using our light band because we want this to be fairly easy. Well, not easy, but resistance-wise, not real hard. So from here, what I'm doing is I'm going to hinge. I'm going to hold the base of this movement, and then I'm going to row. 1 rep will be 5 rows. So I'm going to hinge over. I'm holding the base. I'm going to pull for 5. 1, 2, whoop, 3, 4, 5, and then stand back up. Hinge, hold, 5 rows, and then stand back up. We'll get 4 reps. Each rep is 5 rows. So as soon as we add motion in this hinge position, it gets very challenging. The key here, though, is when you guys hinge over, I want it to look like what we did on the last set. So make sure you maintain a nice big chest. Your back is flat, and I have a straight line basically from my head all the way down to my foot. I'll watch you guys, check you out. Patrick, I like that. This should be with a nice, easy band. The row shouldn't be real hard. We're just adding more instability by adding motion. And while this is tough, when I give you guys critiques, keep in mind, I know this is very challenging. So, Ann, I like what you're doing just in the bottom. If you can pull open your chest a little more, that would be ideal. But actually, that's not bad right there. Nice, Nick, strong. You guys look good. 4 reps on each side. 1 rep is comprised of 5 rows. These are tough. Hopefully when you're hinged over there for 5-10 seconds, you feel your glutes working pretty good. We're getting a good isometric contraction across our hips, some nice stability across our hammy and our hips on this. And don't worry, the intensity will be picked up during our workout today. Because the workout is tough, I want to throw in some good stability movements. Get your 4 reps on each side with each rep having 5 rows. And you guys are taking your time. I love it. Do not rush this one. When you guys are done, just so we have a little heads up on this, let's change our anchor point to the high anchor. We'll go 2 more sets on the press. We'll get 2 more RDL variations. So we're going to go same stubby Y setup. We're going to go to that high anchor point just to change the angle a little bit, but very similar movements. So ideally the high anchor is above your head. That would be nice. And whenever I say angle-wise, you can go down to a half kneel if that suits you better, or you can stay standing. It's really based on how high your high anchor is in relation to your height. All right, let's start with that fly to press. So I do want you guys with this high anchor point, we'll lean into it slightly. I want you guys to think your hands come down just below your chest for the fly. We're going 15 and then right into 15 presses. Same idea, angles change slightly. Slight lean into this, and we're coming down just below our chest this time for the fly. 15 on the fly, right into 15 presses. $15 and $15. From there, we will go back to the same setup on the RDL. The variation on this will be a seesaw row. So we're just kind of building to more difficult variation each time. So again, if you want to stay at the one we just did or go back one, that's totally fine. This time, I'm hinged over. This will only be 3 reps, and each rep will be 5 rows, but the rows will be 1 arm at a time. So one arm will stay long as I row right, left, 5 on each side. And then you can stand up, and that would be 1 rep. We have 3 reps on each side. The row is not supposed to be hard. It's supposed to challenge us by adding motion in a very challenging setup position, i.e. the RDL. So hinge yourself over. I'm just going to talk to you as you guys are going. 1 arm rows, the other arm is nice and straight. We have 3 reps on each side, and each rep has 5 rows on each side. Nick, that's awesome, man. You guys look good. As you do fatigue or as you're holding longer, really work to open your chest and the base. Get that chest nice and open. You guys look pretty good for a pretty hard movement. Get those reps in, 3 on each side. Each rep has 5 rows on each hand. Man, that's actually a really good position. Nice job. Guys look good. So we do have one more press. We have one more on the RDLs. We're gonna go back to simple stuff just so we can nail these, and then we'll do our longer workout. So press, you guys, on this one. We're just pressing for both 15 and 15. Let's start half kneel. This would be closing in on an incline, sorry, a decline press. And again, I want you guys to press towards your belly button. So now we're pressing down with a small angle. Once you've done 15, we're gonna stand up and we'll go pressing more straight ahead. 15 and 15, half kneel to start. The decline is a very strong press for us because resistance arm is pretty small. Pressing down towards your front knee, about belly button height. 15. On the slight decline press. From there, we're going to stand up and we'll press a little bit more horizontal for 15 more. (15 and 15). We'll do one more set on the single leg RDLs, and then we have a 14-minute workout. So take your time finishing those. The last set on the single leg RDLs is going back to what we did for the first set. I would say it's going to be easy now. It should be a little easier. We felt very unstable positions, so this should be pretty mellow, but you still got to work for it. We're going 6 on each side. Arms stay straight, and we're just hinging and coming back up, so there's no hold. So push yourself position-wise. We should feel pretty good, pretty strong, and pretty stable. Be wary of what your back leg is doing. I think that's the biggest thing that goes wrong in this movement is people let their back leg go limp, and that changes your hip orientation and in turn the tension across your hamstring. So stiffen that back leg. If my head's up here, my back leg counters it as opposed to falling down. 6 on each side. These should be pretty quick and pretty easy compared to the other variations we did. And when you're done with those, we are done with our bands for the day. All we need is our trainer for the workout. And for some of you, this may be a very familiar workout. This is kind of our standard mid-cycle test. If you've done this in the past, don't feel like you need to beat your score every time. The goal is just to get a good workout and maintain a good pace. We're gonna go 14 minutes, and I'll explain it a bunch of times as you guys are preparing yourselves. 14 minutes, 15 air squats, 12 trainer rows, 10 push-ups or trainer push-ups, just based on how strong you are with your pushing. If you want to go on the ground, you're more than welcome to. 14 minutes, air squats for 12, trainer rows, 15, air squats are 15, trainer rows are 12, and then trainer push-ups or normal push-ups will be 10. 15, 12, 10, 14 minutes. Your goal, if you want to go for it, a good goal on this is a minute a round. So try and get a pace and keep that pace. I'll keep you updated on your time, but you don't know how much time we have left and all that stuff. It is a long workout. Once we get halfway, it's not too bad. We got to get halfway first. So any questions, please let me know. I will be reminding you of the rep pattern throughout the workout, and we'll start in 15 seconds. 14 minutes, 15 on the air squats, 12 on the trainer rows, 10 on the push-ups, 4 trainer push-ups at your choice. We're going in 5. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Find a pace, keep your pace. And just normal squats, no need to jump unless you're dying to do air squat jumps, just normal air squats. You got it, Nick, good. "15 air squats, 12 trainer rows, and 10 trainer push-ups." Yeah, push-ups on the ground, I love it. For your strong push-ups, that's great. Keep track of your rounds, you guys. Try and hit in the double digits, so 10 rounds is great. Always a good score on this one. Nice job, you guys. Good pace. Good pace. We are 3 minutes in. Nice squat, Snake. Very good. You guys look really good. I like the movement. I like the pace. We're about 5 minutes in. We're getting there. Now the key is keeping this pace and try and just continue to cycle through your rounds. 15 air squats, 12 rows, 10 push-ups. We are over halfway. Keep working, you guys. Keep your range of motion, especially as you fatigue. Maintain your squat depth, maintain your push-up depth, and maintain a deep pull on the trainer rows. Nice work, Patrick. Whew. Last 5 minutes. Try and get 5 rounds. Woo. We're getting there. We've got about 2:45. Oh. Keep your pace for the last 2 minutes. Maybe try and pick it up a little bit. $145 left. Final 90 seconds. At least one more round. 45. $20. 15. 10. 5. 3. 2. 1. That's time. Nice job, you guys. Long workout, some stability work. Very nice. Join me for a straddle if you have time. We do have about a minute. Try and recover your breathing through nasal breathing if you can. Just try to really work to push your hips forward and spread those legs apart. Make sure you challenge yourself on this when we do this on a daily basis. Awesome job, you guys. Really good job on the single leg RDLs. Workout was great. The pushing was great, but the single leg RDLs with the band, that's so valuable. It's really good. We'll turn our shoulders to the right. Go down that right leg. To the left. Back to the center. All right, awesome job, you guys, very good. Again, good job on the stability movements. Then also on that long workout. Ann and Eddie, awesome. Val and Gail, good work. Patrick, good to see you. Nice job, man. We'll see you guys next time.